Alright, so 2 days ago we finished up our slab for our steel pole barn. So it's time to go ahead. We're going to run some crack lines so that when this concrete cracks, we try to keep it in one line. So I went and I was researching whether I wanted to rent a concrete saw or buy one. I mean, to buy a name brand, they're not very cheap. So I went and I looked on Amazon and Temu, and I found on Temu this Vever 9-inch concrete saw. I don't know how often I'm going to be using it, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I did have credits on Temu, which I often do, and let me just see exactly how much I paid for this. It's probably an amazingly low price. Let's see, $75.43 for this 9-inch Vever concrete wet saw. So let's dive in. I'm gonna snap some chalk lines every 12 foot. Our pole barn is 48 foot wide. We're gonna go every 12 foot. There's 4 doors. It kind of makes sense to do that. Let's see how this thing works. Okay, so I got it set up. You're gonna need 2 extension cords. One's running to the water pump, one running to the saw itself. My first thought process on this was the instructions are not very great. There's absolutely nothing in the instructions about the water pump. And then my second thought process with the water pump was I really kind of wish you could set it up with a hose, but you get this chintzy pump, which seems to work. The second I hooked it up and turned it on, it started pumping some water. But you know, I wish you could just maybe use a hose, but it's good with, I guess, if you're somewhere where you don't have a water supply, you can use this on the job as far as, with a generator, a bucket of water, the blade was easy to put on, and so all right, I got a chalk line here. Let's see how this thing cuts. Safety glasses, also known as sunglasses. Very good deal. Alright, you let this thing do the work for you. It really does. It's actually really cutting very well. So for $75, this thing cuts really well. You just let it glide and it goes on its own. So yeah, click that subscribe button. See this garage finish up. Any questions, throw them in the comments. It's just a short video. Thanks.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Those feet back. Alright, it's good. right, well, this saw worked great for what we had to do. We cut every 12 feet. It's a 48-foot slab by 25. So every 12 foot we ran lines. It may not be enough, but that's what we did. I don't know, I'm not a concrete expert, but this Vever saw actually kicked some ass. I actually can't wait to use it again to cut some other concrete up or whatever. We have a couple projects we got to do with it. But this was done on Father's Day. I started the video the other day before Father's Day, and I said, you know what? Father's Day is coming up. What better day than to have your boys do some work for you? You know, child labor laws and all that. They go flying right out the window when you're racking and reeling. But yeah, so yeah, it worked great. Slam that subscribe button, like, definitely comment. We love to hear from you guys, even if it's about how awesome we are or how bad we suck. We don't give a bloop. Let us know. Let us know, because you know, this guy right here, he needs some help in life. He's gonna need your help. So help us out, help him out. Yeah, especially if you're a hot lady. He likes hot ladies. Racking and wheeling.
Hi.
Hi! 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 Hi!